Penny. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, everybody. All right. We have a consent agenda. Or same routine business every month. Any questions on any of that? If not, somebody make a motion to approve them.
Before we approve it, do we want to talk about storage containers? Because
That's up to council. We can remove that one building permit and put it down on the agenda and then just do a consent agenda for the rest of it.
yeah, let's do that.
You want to remove that one? So that's 2604. We're going to remove it.
That I'll make the motion.
Someone second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All righty. Community comment. We can take some community comment. Please state your name. And anybody?
Everybody here is on the agenda.
All right. Next one is Paul Barnard. Milky Street and Hiller Drive.
Yes, I would like to address the council. After the city put the dust control down. And it became an issue again like last year. I requested the MSDS sheet. For the materials that were used. Because the sticking of the material and the rock. I would like the council to take a look at these pictures. Pass them down, please. This is on an automobile. Last year, it cost myself $660 for complete brake job on a front end of a pickup. And the high performance guys over here did the work. It also cost my daughter-in-law $800. Same scenario. Due to the material. And getting in, stick them in the undercarriage, getting in the brakes, the calipers, the pads, takes the rotors out. This year we happen to do the same thing again. That's why I requested this MSDS sheet. And I was really disappointed to see the amount of fatty acid that was used in this material. So my point is this application cannot continue. The county is doing a dual application of calcium chloride. We get everyone in the township that requested it. We went out, put down a class 5 in front of the residents before the calcium chloride was applied. And I've driven by every location. And there is not an issue with them. Even with all the rain, the calcium chloride is working. Which surprised me because of the amount of rain we've had. Well, the amount of rain we've had, this material is not breaking down.
Who puts on the calcium chloride for you?
Blue Earth County.
Okay, but we've tried that over the years. It was so watered down it didn't last 3 weeks.
This calcium chloride, after doing some research, is 100% calcium chloride.
Yeah.
The cost is $175 for 100 feet in length, 20 feet wide. Two applications. Now, I would recommend what we did in the township was putting down class 5 prior to the application of calcium chloride. And the reason we did that, because once you put that down, you can't grade the road in that distance. That's why we took it upon ourselves to put down the class 5 right before they applied the calcium chloride.
That's gravel.
On gravel.
Okay.
Correct. Class 5 is gravel. It was fine.
I think we already rocked that whole street, didn't we? With class 5? Hiller Drive?
They got 4 or 5 loads hauled last
Yeah.
year and then we filled potholes.
Didn't we do some this year though?
We didn't do any,
No rock,
no, we just filled potholes this year and graded.
but I mean, it has enough class 5 on it. If we just calcium chloride it probably would have packed in.
Yeah, well,
Now, you would have needed class 5 from Halliday, South Halliday going west where you put down, if you were to put down calcium. If you would use calcium chloride, you would have had to put down 200 feet of class 5.
You haven't found out that that's kind of hard on the roadbed, calcium chloride? Cause we used to do that years ago and in spring, it made the roads really soft.
Mushy,
Yep,
have not found that out.
yeah. That's kind of why we went away from that. I think it was at the ballpark hill or one of them got really mushy, or maybe it was the end of, North Street there, right before the stop sign, I believe. There was some areas there that got very mushy, and we haven't had that. Of course, it's been a lot drier than it was years ago too.
Well, I would rather see if it gets mushy, rock put down than drive on what we're driving on right now.
Do they give us a printout or whatever of what that is, what we do?
You've got a copy of that.
yeah, the SDS.
Yeah,
So I wonder what would happen if you just took straight lime right now and spread on top of it.
It'd be worth a try.
Yeah. I mean, when we did it in town last year, Eli started putting the recycling on it, and that's how we got some like almost hard surface roads, and it turned out very well.
But once again, we're doing it right before a car show when people come in with their collector
Yeah.
cars. They're nice cars. And I don't know if these guys have any input, but I can't imagine the folks were too impressed.
Had plenty of comments on
Oh, yeah, last year was 2 days before, yeah.
it pitted the whole bottom of my husband's Firebird. Had to
Hopefully,
have it redone.
it. That Firebird, the wheels stick out past it, you covered that.
Yeah,
You think you could call them guys, Eli, and see if they could just spread straight lime on it?
Yeah,
I think that would probably absorb up, put a good, put a 1/2 inch coating of lime on it. See if that wouldn't etch in there and bind it together.
I took class 5 out of my own pile at home. And I dumped it on the road. Out of my own pile of rock because I couldn't tolerate it anymore.
Did it pack in?
Yes,
Yeah.
Is calcium chloride and whatever we put on, are those the only two choices for?
I believe so.
Or no dust control.
Well, and worst of it is with the red rock, it won't ever break down. So I guess we should try to spread, see if we can get some lime, heavy coat of lime put over it, Eli. I mean,
are you on like lime chips?
no, just
Like
straight like ball field lime, wouldn't you want it? Got a class 5, can they spread class 5 through their spreader, you think, or not?
Probably not.
That's what I was thinking.
We could trickle class 5 through our sander.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, would that work?
I think that would be better than lime.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of voids there where the red rock is, so the lime would get in there maybe and bind it together, but maybe Eli could try it tomorrow with
Yeah, I can.
spreader and see what happens.
It just doesn't seem to be breaking down. You
No,
know, the amount of rain we've had, I'm like, my goodness, this stuff's gotta give up pretty soon.
Yeah,
And I haven't been around when that stuff was previously, like when the first shot went on, but hasn't it kind of been a mess every time for a while? Or I guess I don't know what's been the most successful with.
well, last year when you started spreading the recycled on it, that was the best effect we ever had.
Sure.
Yeah, because they put them chips on there that one time. That ain't much different than what red rock is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we can see if we can get some class 5 spread on there and see if it'll etch in.
Let's try not to do this next year.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a different practice.
Let's just get it too expensive.
Yeah. You had the same problem last year?
Yeah, that's when we had all these the repair bill.
Oh, really?
I pulled the bottom two sheets off my side by side today because I had to change oil. I couldn't hardly lift the one sheet because there was so much P-rock and oil on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what fatty acid is like, but,
Well, if anybody in this room knows fatty acid, it's you, Jim. It just doesn't break down.
no.
I mean, 200-degree water and a foamer on my pressure washer. It was an hour just to do the outside.
Yeah,
If it works, probably do it on the north street there
Yeah.
too.
Yep, I'll do the same on,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty, well, we'll address that issue.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, sorry about inconvenience. Alrighty, high performance guys are here tonight.
So we're coming back for Day of Thunder again, which is August 1st. Came to answer any questions that might come up and then give a brief description of how it is gonna go. Been coordinating with Eli on where we're gonna put street signs throughout town. He has a map of that. We're planning on blocking off the southwest road. It's southwest of the ballpark. And directing traffic in from the northeast side by the school district.
Yeah,
The hill on Heather Drive.
yeah.
The event is from 12 to 5, although there's going to be cars coming and going probably from 6 a.m. to probably 8 p.m. The music will be from 12 to 2. There will be a break, but there will still be amplified sounds, and then there will be more music from 3 to 5 p.m. where it will end. There will be no liquor sold on site. There's no liquor vendors whatsoever. If someone chooses to bring said, I have no hand in that. If anyone brings what's in their coolers, I'm not checking their coolers. But there will be none sold on site. Concessions are being done by the church again. And there's going to be multiple carnival style games for children there as well. If there's any questions, I'd be glad to answer them, but it's a very similar program to what we had last year.
and somebody will be making hamburgers and brats.
Church will be,
Church movie.
Okay, perfect.
Like,
That one was very successful last year.
yeah.
They had a lot of business and it was good for everybody.
yeah,
I will give a farewell warning that it might be twice the size this year.
good.
Just based off of at least one statistic we do advertising online. Last year, we had around 380 people interested in the event at the end. So on August 2nd last year, when we did the event, 380 people were interested online. We're up to about 800 right now.
Nice, nice.
Huh,
Just one thing, as in all parks, we might have to put a sign up there, no glass bottles allowed in any city park.
That'd be fine.
Yeah, because we don't want the liability of somebody stepping on broken glass or the mess. So yeah, I don't know if that's something you guys want, or, I mean, we can,
It's in our ordinance anyway, so
Yes.
make sure there is a sign posted up there.
yeah, no,
We'll have to
no
work on that.
glass.
Do a couple of signs.
Yeah, then feel free to, if you are walking around, I plan on being there. I was gonna tell you, I'll come down and help or be available. You have my consent to go up to anybody and bring it to their attention that there is no glass in any city park. Cause we can't have that. That's just opening another can of worms. Somebody step on broken glass and then
Someone gets mad about a tire.
yeah, oh, yeah, or tires or, yeah.
that brings up something there about insurance. Is there any coverage? Does the city cover it?
The park has coverage through the
Park has
city
coverage.
league.
So I mean, in reality, they're not renting it, they're just putting on an event.
Correct.
So does the city at this point it's covered, right? Like Jim just brought up, somebody breaks a bottle, somebody steps on glass, it's on city property.
Well, it's kind of the same as like a due diligence. I mean, it's kind of like any of our parks.
Maybe you can check with the insurance guy.
It's kind of at your own risk. I mean, there is some liability. We do have some of that too, but on the same note is that you know,
Again,
you care, and I mean, yeah.
you
know.
hope common sense prevails, but yeah.
Not in this day and age.
Yeah, yeah, because I just pulled up our thing today, so yeah.
Yeah.
You guys gonna do like wagon rides or still again this year?
Hay rides?
The hayride, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
doing hay rides. That's gonna be from 1 to 2:15, and then there will be a break, then 3 to 5 p.m.
Go Kellen.
Question for you guys, has the city spoke with the county's liaison officer? In reference to this event going on and what their response is going to be to that?
They weren't even here last year, right?
I mean, in.
I mean, we
in
can
what
mention
regard?
it
Do we
to,
want them to be there for more security or?
They were aware of it.
The biggest thing is so they're aware of it and the fact that there's going to be
Going on.
rather large.
I'll email Deputy Hagan.
Okay, otherwise
Aware of it, I guess.
yeah, I talk to him quite often. So I can bring it up to him too.
anything else we need to cover or these guys need to cover to make sure?
Or yeah, you have any other needs or questions of us or?
How about signage? You have signs, how many do you need or?
Me and him were coordinating. I don't know if you got in
Yeah.
contact with.
Yeah, I played phone tag with Dave from Sharp Lemon,
Okay.
but finally we got on the same page. So we were gonna do some event parking this way, event parking that way, and event ahead signs was what we had kind of drawn out. There are some options for that, but we were looking at be two of each, and that would get people coming in from the east and the west funneled down to Hawk Street, so they could go down and park on the north side of the park. And then walk in from there.
Is property on the north side of Chapel Street gonna be available for parking this year?
I do believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because last year there was confusion coming in from the west, where to go, if I remember right.
And I think that was our fault on not having enough signage.
It'd be a lot better just to bring them all the way through town and just that one direction and
Yep.
skip the gravel and,
Yeah,
We're gonna have more people on parking this year to more equally divided, so it's
yeah,
gonna be a bit better. Also, there is a call just to have it noted that if anyone would like to volunteer, we would greatly appreciate anyone that can help.
would you ever barricade that hill or drive off on the west end, Eli, just so we can keep those guys and those cars off there for?
Like at one.
Yeah, and just,
Yeah.
car show that way.
I mean, we were gonna barricade it off at the hill or at Halliday, so then they'd come up Halliday and then they'd find their way down. But
Yeah, I thought maybe if we just did it there, they could just come in around and have a sign, cars right over there, car show straight ahead down to the,
yep, there'll be one here and then a turn on Hauk and then
yeah,
I'll have one at the school to car show ahead and then when you come in from the east, right by the bank, there'll be one turning them down Hauk.
I get what you're saying though, out on one, you could put
Mhm.
like no access to car show.
yeah,
Yeah.
Car show.
just eliminate that.
Yeah.
'cause I don't think the people with,
We would just do probably barricades with the under construction or road closed or whatever.
Yeah, just barricade it off, because that way nobody go, oh God, we had to go away from the gravel road to get to the car show and just eliminate that problem.
Back to Blue Earth, Committee about that,
Yeah,
And holidays not.
barricade to shut off a road,
right.
not on that,
Township.
that's a township road.
is it, okay?
I don't know, we'd have to find something from the township.
Yeah. You don't want all that traffic past his house anyway, yeah.
Complain and.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I doubt
If
the,
I had a nice car and I was on a blacktop and I saw a gravel road, I'd be hesitant.
yeah,
Yeah,
But then when I saw what I would go, oh
yeah. I think the people with the classic cards are gonna avoid gravel. It'd be all those spectators coming in that would use that road, but
I
they
agree
can come
with that.
back through town.
all righty, I guess, you guys have any more questions? Otherwise,
Yeah, we're
good luck and thank you.
100% behind you, whatever we can do to help. I'm gonna be there, so. Try to spend all 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever, I'll be down there earlier.
That's good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us put our show on.
No, hey,
No problem.
I think it's great for your business, great for the town, great for notoriety.
Good to have some enthusiasm and Good Thunder.
Yeah.
That's what it's good about.
Well, and the name size cool, Day of Thunder or whatever,
Oh, yeah, just make sure it's about 80
Yeah,
degrees out.
Yeah, do your prayers. It's supposed to, it's supposed to start cooling down.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. All righty, thanks, guys. Anybody else with some comment?
Yes, I had just, left Sue a message regarding, we had filled up our pool last month. And I know previously I had done this, when obviously we're not using the sewer when we're filling up the pool. It was approximately 8,000 gallons. We have a 20-foot pool by 48 inches. So I had just inquired about getting that amount taken off of our water bill for last month. And then Sue had just suggested coming in and talking to you guys about that. She did mention that there is an outside water meter available. Which I, may look into in the future, but that was a little out of my price range, especially after filling up the pool. So, definitely something we can look into in the future, but as of right now, we don't have that, so.
Can just to stop you for a second, since
Yes.
everybody probably don't know you or whatever. And we have your,
Nice.
and your
620 Main Street.
620 Main. Okay,
Yep.
thank you. Yep. Yeah, I read that on the other one. I just, for the recording and everything else, we're trying to start a precedent. No, you're good.
My first meeting.
Yep.
So thank
No, we're
you.
just trying to start a precedent that everybody knows who
Yes.
it is.
I think we have done that in the past, but I think people have said ahead of time, like, hey, we're gonna fill our pool, and I don't know if I think it was planned out ahead of time maybe or something, I don't know.
I haven't had anybody since I started. No, we used to do the cubic foot meters, but since we went to gallons, we haven't done any of that either. So that's why I asked Sarah to just come to a meeting, because I can't give that discount.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's what I would say too, is it's not something, I guess, I think that we can just do time and time. We're gonna have to come up with a procedure or a program or something, so we do that, because if the outside meters are available, cost or not, we gotta use them. We have other people that are getting them because they water their lawn or water their gardens or whatever. So we're kind of at a situation here where, it's my thought anyway, where we gotta be real careful.
Well, I'll throw a wrench into it, because the fire department fills people's
Pools, yeah,
pools. There's no sewer charge on there.
yeah.
They charge more than.
We did 1 year and
Yeah,
that's
it's like 6.5 cents a gallon.
Way more expensive. So that was
Really?
one time, it
Yeah.
was like almost $400.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Isn't our cost a nickel a gallon, and wouldn't be any different getting it out of the hydrant?
6.5 cents a gallon.
How much?
6.5 cents a gallon.
I thought it was a nickel.
Went up
Oh, really?
a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
I'm behind then a little bit.
well, yeah, so 6.5 cents a gallon. If you add that up, you're already paying for your second outside meter in a hurry.
Yeah.
Take you about 6 years to pay for a meter, and you'd be making money.
I put one in my place. I have an outside meter for my outside hose. And I figured it out to be about 4.5 years roughly for me to pay that meter off.
Because you're gardening and your lawn and, yeah.
Or washer.
How many gallons did you? It's approximately 8,000, like if I just did the 20 feet by the 48 inches, so. I think Susan came out to like
51.28,
or something
yeah.
like that.
Yep.
So I mean, not a huge discount, but we should probably do it this time and then, we should probably figure out something for.
Well, the thing of it is not going down the sewer, so we're not treating it. Do we have to change an ordinance to make it that way, that any water built for a pool or?
Then we run into, and I'm just throwing this out there, we run into people that water flowers, people that wash cars, people that use, I'm all for
Pay for
Well,
that,
yeah,
that's
and
fine,
I'm
I'm
all
just saying
for
like this in
a
this
one-time
entirety.
thing. However, I think, like Jim said, are we gonna set a precedence then going forward? So, we just have to be, we just have to be mindful of that.
I'm pretty sure there's been something in the past where that's, like I said,
It was, if you come ahead of time and get it figured out and all that. I don't remember 100%.
And that's not a bad idea though, because that's a whole different thing then. Yeah.
I'm just looking, we got two people sitting in this room. You paid the money for an outside meter. You use it the way it's intended.
How much was
You
the
know.
outside meter?
They're about
They're
$300.
$310 now.
So when we installed the brand new ones, I had an exact one.
$275, $300.
Yeah, no, they're up to 310. The last ones we bought were 310.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not trying to pick on anybody or do anything. We gotta do it right. We gotta do it. Cause we can't have 25 homeowners come up and say,
You open the door that, not saying this will happen, but there are some scenarios that could pop up that someone's gonna walk in and say, hey, I used here's my water bill, but I used 87 gallons doing something else outside. Well, how are you gonna prove that they used 87 gallons?
Well, you can't prove that, but you can prove she filled up.
Well, yeah, and she's
Yeah.
got pictures, or pictures of her fire too.
Pictures of my
Yeah.
meter.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the precedence and that's the hard part.
it is very hard.
How much are we talking about, guys?
$51, roughly 51.28.
5128.
I mean, you could do a one-time courtesy thing with the understanding of, like Amy said, you know, going forward, if you're gonna do that, then it's gotta be the prior approval kind of thing, or you get the outside meter.
The majority of people do use the fire department to build their pools, so don't they? I don't know how many pools we have in town.
We don't fill many in town, no. Most people drop a garden hose in and either they have an outside meter or I assume they're just eating it, but in town, most of the pools we fill are out of town.
Okay.
And since the bill is so high, I would say you probably have, that's probably decreased by quite a bit that you even fill outside of town anymore, or.
It's, yeah, we try not to do very many.
I know.
We're one of the last departments doing it, and it's, I guess we're kind of straying here, but it's good tanker training for the fire department. So we got new guys that have never driven those tankers, and then they can come in and get acclimated to doing that.
Well, we've got everybody's thoughts. One thing about this, I understand where you could have somebody, I'm gonna water my lawn today, and they take a picture, and you could have a lot of people coming in here saying, oh yeah, this is all for the lawn, you know, and it would create an accounting nightmare probably. How about if people got approval before next time?
Mhm.
Would that be a way to handle this whole situation?
Mhm.
You think, I mean, but do you think that'd be fair?
And that's perfectly acceptable. I just, like, you can drive down Main Street and see this giant pool in my, we do water our garden and we eat that cost. I mean, and I'm fine with that, but I'm 8,000 gallons at a time. That's, something I thought was worth coming in and chatting about. The rest of it, we'll handle it, but just, I figured for this instance.
Yeah.
And yes, next year, if we, when we put it up again, I can certainly come in and talk to you about it ahead of time. That's not a problem.
Do we have like 2, 3, 4 pools in town?
I have no idea how many pools there are in town.
I guess
There's probably more than we think there is,
See mine, I leave it out.
Okay.
I got one right next door, but
but he's
There's
got
one
an
in
outside
ground. I
meter.
know there's one in ground.
Yeah,
yeah,
Really? Does he fill that every year? He must have an extra meter.
he's got an outside
got
meter.
an outside
Yep.
meter.
Good.
Still
All right.
think we strongly have to push people in that direction just to keep it fair, and I think we really should promote the outside meters.
Yeah, because then, if you do watering, it's all a little bit.
Will it lower my bill even?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right, if you're all right with that, see what we can figure
So
out.
what is the decision?
Well, leave it, the charge as
Okay,
is
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And then, Like I say, if you do a lot of gardening and watering it, it would probably could cut that cost down, especially with that pool. In a matter of a couple, 3 years, you'd have that meter paid for.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if you said 4 years and she's using more than
She's using a lot more.
the average pressure washer.
Do you know how much you use to water?
No, not really.
All right.
But I think I sat down when they put those new meters in and looked at my past water usage. And that's how I calibrated how much on average it would take me to pay off that meter at that time. Again, they were a little cheaper when I first put them.
Mhm.
Yeah, they really went up again. Imagine that.
4 years to pay it off, you thought?
4.5 roughly is what I estimated. But I don't have a pool, I live. Right.
Yeah.
If I had a pool, it'd be even less.
How long did it take to fill that? 4,000 gallons? That must have been almost 24 hours, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep. A little bit more than that, but
yeah.
Otherwise, don't empty it. We don't empty ours.
the last year it was a little gross on the bottom, so it needed a proper scrubbing and.
And something like that, is that ever an issue? I mean, should we be told about that ahead of time to take 8,000 gallons in 24 hours?
No,
No, no problem.
no, that's no problem.
All
But
right.
I think it should be discounted if you come ahead of time, next year, or whatever, for sure. I think it should be able to be taken on.
Okay.
But not this year.
Myself, I'd take it off this year but then again, we run into so many problems that the gardener could come in, and want a deduction on theirs, and,
Has anybody ever come in and asked about this before?
no,
Yes.
I was asked,
Not in-
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I was asked a couple weeks ago regarding the cubic foot, an old cubic foot meter that a resident has, and they wanted to use that for their outside meter. And obviously I can't make that decision, but my suggestion is no, because we're billing in gallons. So I mean, but it's kind of the same, yet it's not, where it's like, if you want an outside meter, then you need to get one. If you want it, you can't just use an old meter.
They haven't,
But-
was that old one already
I don't-
considered an outside meter?
I have no idea where it came from, was not asked.
they probably had an outside meter with a cubic foot one.
But then they would have gotten a new meter when we put new meters in, because if you already had an outside meter, you got yes, if you had an old outdoor cubic foot meter, you were getting the new one with no cost.
Okay, so I was wondering.
Yep. So,
And not only that, but then you start utilizing old equipment, who's to say if it's calibrated or not?
well, and then you've gotta
Then we gotta convert.
convert it over from cubic feet or, and it's not.
Do the new meters, do they do this for?
This year,
It depends on how it's put in there and how it's put in my system. So now yours is a sewer deduct. I have one in town that your neighbor is not a sewer deduct. He has 2 meters. He's got meter 2 because it's hooked. It just depends on how it's hooked up.
Sure.
But you could do a deduction for the pool instance. Because then you're covering the pool. You're not covering people watering their lawns or watering their gardens or whatever else.
yeah.
So.
What'd you do when you filled your pool up, Eli?
Paid for it.
Paid for it? You didn't do the sewer deduction?
And then I sold the pool, so.
You made your money back.
More
Well, I
work.
guess that's girl math.
No, it's somebody else's problem.
Well, how about,
I didn't realize how much it was going to be either, so when I had reached out to you, I didn't realize, $51 isn't an obscene amount of money. I don't know that I was expecting it to be more than that, however. Any way I can save any money these days with the price of everything being
Right.
high, I'm
Absolutely.
going to attempt.
Yeah, I'm not,
how about if, since we haven't gotten a policy in effect or nothing, that we just waive that $51 this year? And next year, come and make people aware of it, and, is that fair enough?
Sure.
sure. Well, then we'll make a policy.
And
It needs
this
to
is-
be
Can we do just swimming pools only? Because I
Yeah,
mean, you
it
have
would
a
have-
big number right
It would
here.
have to be.
Yes.
A one-time
Yes.
number of 8,000 gallons where you're not gonna have somebody come in.
No, I
Mow
don't
the lawn
want
for
that.
50 gallons this weekend and
Yeah.
47 next weekend, and it's an 8,000 gallon deal.
And that can be in the fee schedule. I'm pretty sure we can just add that to our fee schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I do.
And then it's in there and then it's in writing. Yep, okay.
Every good, buddy, good if we just waive that 51 bucks.
I appreciate this.
Yep, thank you.
I'll make that a motion.
All right, someone second,
I'll second.
all in favor? Opposed, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, moving on.
Guys.
No, yep.
We need to address the building permit that we removed from the consent agenda.
Oh,
Yes.
The one that we removed from.
Yes,
Oh,
It's a storage.
because it's a storage shed. Thanks.
Thanks for having us, guys.
yes. They all vacate.
So he wants
Let them
to
see
tear
at
down,
the end of it.
he wants to tear down an old shed.
Yep, on the back.
Ellen,
Me. Actually, it's not me, it's my brother. He has a
Oh.
12 by 16 shed that has fallen down in this. We're going to remove that shed. It sits behind the existing garage, yet behind another shed that's on the south property line. So it's gonna be sitting in between those two structures. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tear out the old shed, 12 by 16, remove it completely in its entirety. In the meanwhile, the storage container will be at the end of the driveway, so we can move everything that's salvageable out of that shed into that storage container. Once the shed is completely taken out of there, we'll move the storage container back in the place where the shed used to be, which is in the diagram. And then that storage container, next year, I got a bid from Adam Crush, we're gonna tear down the old garage that's there now too. It's also falling, starting to fall in. And then eventually the hope is to build a new garage in the same footing as the existing garage. And storage container will be storage for stuff that comes out of that garage.
So it's just temporary. Basically.
Yeah. So, it's gonna stay there.
Tony, you can't even tax a person on them
No,
storage containers.
the portable wheel,
Portable. Oh.
no footings.
Going it, I don't want to be the devil's advocate, but I am. Augie, my neighbor, or Coke's neighbor to the north, has got a 20-foot van box, truck box sitting in his backyard. Not even storage container, actually a truck box.
To the north?
Yeah.
Really?
With a slide up door,
Yeah,
Threw it in,
right across the street?
right across the street.
out of sight, out of mind.
Not really.
Yeah,
You finally look to the north at his place on the east side, you'll see it right there. Folks, you won't be able to see unless you're overhead.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess there should be no problem with that. It's just gonna be there temporarily or for a year or whatever, and after whatever, you know.
And I would suggest not using the word temporary because it's more likely may not be temporary. It
May not
needs to be
move.
there. Tell now, when the next homeowner comes in and buys that property, who's to say that it's gonna stay there? It's, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's gonna be gone, but for Coke's life, it'll be there for the duration. Pretty sure.
Well, I guess it's better to have stuff inside a storage container or a building than have it outside in the elements, so I don't have a problem with it. Somebody wanna make a motion to approve the building permit then?
I'll make a motion to approve a building permit for 821 Willard Street, and that is number,
26-04.
yep, 26-04, there it is.
Someone second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
I oppose, nothing carried. Thanks, Phil. Alrighty, Eli.
Yeah. So kind of a busy month and busy end of the month with the storm and storm cleanup, but we survived that. The seasonal part-time employee, I don't know, do we need more approved for getting?
we just need to know where we're gonna pull the money from.
Oh, Was I supposed to figure that out?
Nope, I
Okay.
already did that.
Okay,
We haven't gotten, did you get approval yet though from council for it?
I thought I did last time.
We talked about,
Yeah, I don't know if it was approved or not.
I do not know if we made a motion on
I think
that.
we were trying to figure out where we're gonna pull the money from.
Yeah.
And I think we could just pull it from the bell tower. There's $5,000 in the bell tower.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We can just, and it's not gonna, we're not gonna use all of it, obviously. We can take some of it out of there.
there should be enough money to cover it.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
5 hour a week
Yeah.
or whatever type deal, yeah.
How much, how much between, how much, you talking 20, 25 hours a week or don't know?
No, I mean,
Five.
just in the last month, I think the only time would have been, probably when that storm came through to, get trees and branches
Yeah,
cleaned up, but
Do you have somebody in mind?
yeah, Dylan Doyen, he's around pretty much all the time,
Yeah.
so, yeah. And other than that storm, that was pretty much the only thing, really.
What do you think about for an hourly rate?
I was started the same as Kellen.
Okay.
Just yeah. Or, yeah.
I'll make that a motion to have the money come out of the Bell Tower Park. But we could probably do 2,500 of that.
Yep.
And that should probably cover us for the
Yep.
year.
that'd be, how much is Collins rate?
1650.
Something, yeah.
$100 would be,
Yeah.
should be plenty there.
I'll take half of it out of there.
John made a motion, someone a second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
I oppose, motion carried. Alrighty,
So then the car show signs, there's two options. One would be to get a big metal sign and to fasten that onto our existing wooden barricades. It'd be big and clunky. That would be $150 for a sign. And we could look at other options for that. Kind of expensive, but the other option is a little more expensive even yet, but probably a nicer long-term solution. And that is to get a base that folds up, and then it's those, like what you see when they stripe or whatever, where they throw them on the side and it's a roll-up sign. So once we buy the base, it's $50 per sign. But to get that base, it's $200 a base, so it's,
how about your little wide things that
yeah,
couldn't we just put them on there? How many of them?
good, yeah.
I mean, you got a half a dozen of them or?
Yeah, those metal signs, you can rewrap them. It sounds like their event's probably gonna keep going as they're.
Yeah, and we've had other people ask about like event ahead signs in
Mhm.
town for when they're having a big party or whatever.
Yeah, cause you can rewrap those to.
Yeah.
Something else, where I don't know what those roll-up ones look like, but
Yeah, the roll up ones, I guess the nice part about the roll up one is it's $50 per sign, kind of my thought. And if it's too much, we'll just get the other ones and keep going. My thought with doing that is it'd be nice when we start doing the water tower or whatever, if we need to sign something a different way, and then it's only $50 a sign. But obviously it's a lot of money if we're talking 6 signs and it's $250 a piece. That's kind of crazy money for one event.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but if it can be used for other things, it makes sense then.
yeah, and like you said, yeah, we can recover signs, and I'm guessing I don't remember what the last ones were. That was a year ago now, but probably at least $50 to recover one.
So $250 for a startup of.
A complete sign startup, right?
Yeah,
But-
yep. So it's $200. So we would buy the 6 bases for $1,200, and then we'd have those for anything. And then when we want a different sign, then it's $50 a sign.
But we wouldn't need all those bases like a water tower sign or something like that. We'd only need like one of them.
Right. So if you were going to close off an intersection, you'd want to have 4.
Oh, okay.
And maybe we start at one option would be start with 4, and we can do.
How many do we really need to get by for the car show? 4 or 6?
I mean, what we planned out for kind of the Cadillac solution was 6.
Okay.
And we can, we checked in town to see if anybody rented them. Nobody rents them out.
Okay.
We don't have that much signage stuff available, for, as a city, for barricades and stuff. where they could possibly be used in other areas too.
Well, that national
A
night out.
national night out, we could
Yeah.
use them for event.
Yeah, I mean, you could,
Trying to think of whatever comes up that's annual, this car show, this
I'm okay with
problem.
getting the.
Whoa, got
there you
this
go
chair.
again.
I'm gonna take this chair and. Oh,
Through the window.
God.
I'm okay getting the roll-up ones, and right now we can keep it event ahead or something to that effect. Or event parking, whatever the topic is, and then, cause yeah, we can use it for National Night Out, and that's gonna be a few weeks from now too, so.
Yeah.
I think we can possibly find other uses for them over time then too, by getting, buying a new $50 sign for whatever.
Sound good to everybody?
Yeah, I think. it's
So what
something that we can
total
use.
cost would you have there then, Eli?
It'd be just over 1,500.
Yeah. All right. Somebody want to make that motion then?
I'll make that motion.
Someone a second?
Oh,
All in favor? Aye, opposed, motion carried.
okay, did we say 4 or did we say 6?
Six.
Six.
And then, I guess Brian's not here, for water and sewer, we did. Can't remember if that was this month or last month, we had the tower cleaned, and inspected, we had the health department out. Might repeat myself from last month. Okay,
No, I think that was,
that was, yeah,
yeah,
it's been a long week, but last week was a long week. Yeah, so the health department came out and did their audit, said everything looked good. They inspected the new well site and the setbacks for the new well site, at the lot, for the future water treatment plant, and they gave the thumbs up on that.
That was the health department?
That was the Department of Health for the drinking water, yep. Then the only other thing was I finally got a number for, actually the manhole between Kellen's garage and the Thunder is sunk down probably about 2 inches.
On all of that, yeah.
2 to 3 inches, and when you pull that cover, the blocks on top are starting to degrade. So it's gonna be something where we gotta do a planned repair, or it's gonna be an emergency repair one of these days, and
It's a combination between the weight of the trucks coming through there.
well, it's old.
Yeah.
it is,
It's
yeah,
very old.
yep,
I mean, it's been there for as long as I can remember. I mean, it sinks. In the spring and there in the fall and that, it kind of moves. So, yeah, it'll either cave in and completely do it in the middle of the winter or do it now and have it done.
yeah.
So that bid was 11.
12,998.
Well,
I'm fine with that, because we should be able to get that scheduled and done before October.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yep.
how about is there any provisions for blacktop back around it in there or not?
Would have to do the blacktop
Yeah.
back, yep.
How big a hole do you think they'd have to knock in there, Eli?
At least 10. I would guess we'd be doing like a 10, they'd probably take the width of it out for 8 or 10 feet,
Yeah,
maybe even more.
The only restriction there is if you go east of that manhole, you have my buried line, power line
Mhm.
coming across the alley.
We
That would
have
be
to
their
definitely do a search.
restriction.
will we be needing some blacktopping done before fall? Do you think? Was there miscellaneous areas?
I guess I haven't, there's the areas that are all allocated that have been, kind of on the fritz on Hubble and stuff, so we could package something together if there's anything that anybody knows of to look at.
Yeah,
I would certainly look at. I guess one thing to consider too, I know one intersection that's bad is Houck and Willard in front of the school.
yep, that's the one I was gonna mention.
But when that water main gets looped, that'll all get done then. They have to remove all of that out, including that intersection and pave all that back. So it's.
All right, well, somebody want to make a motion to approve 12,948.26 for manhole replacement?
I'll make that a motion.
Someone second,
I can second that motion.
all in favor?
Aye.
I oppose, motion carried. Anything else then, Eli?
That's all that I have.
You covered the water sewer guy too, so. Move on to clerk treasurer update.
The candidacy filing opens up tomorrow through the 28th for 2 council and 1 mayor seat. National Night Out, do we want to have that on August 4? That's a Tuesday. That's the first Tuesday in August.
Sure.
And then we want to, didn't we do it? We'd go what, 5 to 7 last year? Is that what we did?
I think so.
That sounds right.
5 to 7. Do we want to do the same,
Same,
the blow up kind of thing? Amy, can you?
if we get the same funds or whatever.
Yeah, yep, I think we got $500.
Okay,
Um,
I think we're okay with
the city
doing.
contributed $500 and we had hot dogs and buns and chips and water.
Yeah.
And then,
Have a blow up stuff again.
okay.
Did you coordinate with the sheriff's department and fire department then for them?
I will once I get approval from council. Yep, yep.
Cause you guys do Rapid in the same night usually.
Rapid ends the same night, but like
Yeah.
last year we split and hit both of them.
And I mean, we can do it whenever. That's, I think Mapleton is doing theirs like on a Thursday or something. So I mean,
This is fine.
Tuesday is the national night.
it is the national, yeah, basically, yeah.
What's that car show after that?
August first.
First
Oh,
Saturday.
Yeah.
August 1st.
We need a motion then for that.
Last year, the city contributed $500 towards
Yeah.
that. So if the city is willing to do that again,
Somebody want to make a motion for
or up to $500.
city to contribute $500 for national night out on August 4th.
I'll make that a motion.
Someone second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
I oppose, motion carried. Okay, resolution for 2026-5 adopting facility plans.
So when we had our public hearing, that got missed. Our engineer didn't give it to me. And then he just asked if we could add it to the agenda to have it approved. Council already approved it. We just need the resolution.
I'll make the motion to 2026-05.
Someone second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried.
The next one is if we want to transfer more funds from our 4M funding to our checkbook for the water project.
Where are you at now in your general account?
We're about 300 and something. We just got 215 from taxes. We haven't got our LGA yet.
We got the 215 from the county?
Yes, correct. Yep. We haven't gotten the LGA.
The 215 is in that 300?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Uh,
But we also have that rural water loan application. So we can either transfer, we can do both. I mean, I kind of talked with John about that loan application,
how long would that take?
it's like 30 days.
Oh, yeah, it's guaranteed to get approved.
Well,
I would assume so. I mean, I know we were waiting to find out what Shannon from David Drown and Associates presented, but I haven't heard anything from him yet.
Yeah.
So
How much is the LGA?
190 something?
That's just one time a year, right?
No, I think,
I don't think that comes twice, does it?
I don't remember now.
I think that's just a one time deal in the county twice, so. Does that usually come in in the next 30?
July, isn't it usually?
I think so.
LGA is July.
We get 2 payments.
Well, it'll show in here how much we get.
So with that being said, we have about 500,000. Do you think we need to transfer anymore?
The only thing is I think we're gonna have at least another hundred and. Another 108.
202,000. Didn't we? That
Well,
we
just call it $200,000, John.
Yeah.
It would leave us with $200,000 to run on until the next batch of county money, and that would be back in November. Or maybe first of December.
December, I think it's usually.
You know, we might be okay just to wait. I have a better answer in August meeting, whether we need to transfer more. The 300,000 should last us through,
Right.
but it all depends on what we owe Boyd yet. Like,
Well, and I mean, do we want to apply for that loan?
Yeah,
yeah,
We need to do that.
yeah.
So I'm gonna need a motion to apply for the loan.
And who is gonna help with that?
I'll talk to Angela at Bollig, but
Okay.
it's a very simple form.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have a whole lot on it.
the only thing we probably had counsel on was don't they ask for the term? How many months we want to do?
I think so.
The amount of dollars?
No, the amount of time we want to repay that.
Yeah, but I mean, what kind of amount of money do we ask for?
500,000.
Yeah, I think so. Because that's what we originally talked when we approved the this project, when all this got dumped on us last
Yeah,
January.
part of it was gonna be by loan, part of it was
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
transferred by them.
Mhm.
Our 4M fund is getting drained, so
We're down to 6, 5.
not all of that's usable for
That is correct.
So some of that's designated for
other places.
or.
Here is-
Yeah. Well, somebody want to make a motion then to approve
Repayment
the
terms. Yeah.
application for rural water for the amount of $500,000? Correct?
Mhm.
I'll make that a motion. Soon I can work on it. And we can go all that in, then we'll go based on their stipulations with when we fill it out for the term and the exact dollar amount.
Yep.
Up to 500,000.
Yep.
All right, John made that a motion, someone second,
I can second that.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. So, yeah, I think transferring the funds, I mean, we can do that in a matter of,
Yeah, I think it's 4 weeks to the next meeting, so
yeah,
I think we should be okay through August.
Oh, I would think so, because, yeah,
how long does it take to get that money from them? There's a couple of days,
from 4M.
yeah.
Oh, it's an immediate transfer.
Oh, really?
If I do it like in the morning, it's
Oh.
either there by that afternoon or the next morning. Yep.
All right. Okay, unfinished business, is that any more, Sue?
The only other thing I really had was I did get those Voyager gas guards for the fire department.
Oh.
And they're using them. We discontinued Wex. I canceled that. 530 Sherman, the empty lot, we've been paying property taxes on that this whole entire time. And now because we know the reason we were paying taxes on it is because we didn't have a plan for it. At one point, they thought it might have been sold, or somebody might have built a house or something on it. And now that we actually have a plan, because that's where the water tower is going, so in 20 or taxes payable in 28, there will be no taxes on it.
How much will we be paying when,
It's like $400.
Yeah.
It's not, no, but it's something that we don't need to pay for, so.
right,
And the first half of the fire department billing is ready to go. Mitch is reviewing it. I haven't heard back from him. And I updated the data practices policy. That was a big thing last year, so I just wanted council to stay in the loop on that. There wasn't any changes, anything, but we still had to do it, so
all right.
that's all I got.
Okay, under unfinished business, Maple River Chamber, we have a letter in our packet about that. Anybody with comment?
I think we should just pay the $50.
Yeah, I guess,
So,
yeah. That's also. Want to make that motion, John?
sure.
Someone second? All in favor? Aye, opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, warming house police, we have that in our packet also. Did Kennedy go over this then? Pretty much?
He did not because I needed, it all seems pretty trivial. But I wanted council approval before I spend money on getting Kennedy's opinion.
I'm perfectly okay with
So-
the changes they're requesting because they are very,
Very minimal.
you know, made to shall and
Yeah, and
30-day to 6 months, that's fine.
Notice, and then you were mowing and plowing
Yeah.
down there anyway, weren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, if they turn that into a bigger or a different parking lot, they were talking about adding something that's not gonna be a problem.
I mean, I have to plow the road to the playground, yeah, if they.
Yeah, what kind of sounded like
Out.
they wanted to. When Robert and I were down there, they were talking about putting gravel down or something to try to make it a parking lot in front of the building. So when they have their meetings that, you know, people aren't just pulling it across the grass or through the ditch or whatever. And I'm sure it doesn't sound like it's gonna be a great big huge lot. They were
Are they,
take care
they're
of
gonna
it.
pay for the gravel?
Yep. What they said.
Yeah,
Wouldn't it be more practical if they want a parking and landing to, when you pull into that, up to those bumper stops? Make a landing to the left, so they can turn in,
I think that's.
keep it off that low land.
yeah.
To the, yeah,
I think that's what they're, because they were talking about
Well, you mean in front of the building?
It would
You're
be to
saying-
the east of the building, right now,
east, yeah,
the gravel road that goes
Yeah.
into,
Yeah.
up to that building.
to them parking
From the high end.
bumpers, yep,
If you, and you don't wanna put a parking pad
to the right.
to the.
To the west.
of that, because it's a low ground. If you go to the east towards the woods, that's a higher ground and that'd be easier to build up, so they pull in and do a 90. And they could just back up and then go right back out.
But that's where our soil is for that water.
It's beyond that, that
Is it-
swale is.
Yeah,
Is it?
and I, you know, just planted a tree. But
Yeah, that's.
the other thing, in the plans for when they do loop the water main, which is a few years down the road, but they talked about doing parking on that street as well, like widening that out, but yeah, we can,
as long as they work with you and
Mhm.
whatever, that would be,
yeah, we'd have to look at drainage too, like you say, from the playground, it does kind of go down.
to the
But I
ditch.
think from the footprint of the two tracks now to that drainage area is a fair, like 40 feet almost.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't think that would be much of an issue to have to improve any of that area.
Don't remember what he said, how big they were thinking,
Yeah.
10, 12 cars, whatever is the
Yeah.
one they have there.
But then they had that. Oh, what they were trying to have is in April there, where they had, you know, quite a few members show up from other deals. You know, they could have a 30, 40 car event.
Yeah,
You could extend that parking area all along that east side of that
Yeah.
driveway.
Yeah,
I mean, you get the waterway narrows up closer to the road, the farther north you go. But there's still a lot of distance between the bumper stop and that, so you could get probably 40.
Oh.
yeah.
even.
I think they'll be very easy to work with. When they expand, we can expand.
yeah.
Work with them. All right, so do we need approval then to go with this?
Yes, and then I'll get it off to our attorney and then get it back over to them.
That's,
So we want to make a motion then to approve this lease agreement?
I'll make a motion to approve, the lease agreement with the Minnesota Pheasants Forever Group.
Somebody second? All in favor? Aye, opposed, motion carried. Any other thing else under unfinished business? If not, new business? Budget meeting, that's what, usually in the third week of August or somewhere in there? Or-
We need to have it this month if we, well, this month or the first part of August, I guess this month's almost done.
Well, next week is kind of out for council.
Yeah.
Most of us are out.
So
Um,
Last weekend.
I'd definitely like to have it before the next meeting though.
So can we do it the
Week of July work for anyone?
27th?
So that's for this budget meeting is
Yeah,
everybody?
yes,
I was thinking you were talking just the budget committee or whatever.
that is you.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, look
Yeah,
here.
that last week I would think would work. Huh?
Here's what,
Update
Make
again,
it
so.
7.
Yeah, I would think so.
What are we talking?
Monday, the 27th.
is that gonna work?
Good work.
Yeah, Mondays usually they're pretty harmless.
Yeah, and this one, I think we're gonna pretty much just ask for needs for next year, dollar amounts, you
Mhm.
know, that anybody can have. And it'd be good if Mitch could be here too.
7,
Pardon?
7
No.
PM.
Can we do like 5:30?
I'm down for 5:30.
5:30. I don't want to
5:30?
do it.
Make it that early, but maybe.
5 is tough,
Okay.
especially if we're out of town, but 5:30.
6, I mean,
I think for us, it's fine, but I don't know about like for Mitch, because I think his summer hours are a little bit longer, but.
I don't know.
Unless, we don't need to, he can come when he gets here too.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, because he'll only need to be here for his portion.
and if he can't, even if he can bring us. You know, maybe Eli can kind of talk with him too and
Oh,
what the fire department wants or needs.
And let's do 5:30.
5:30?
Yeah.
Somebody want to make that motion then? We have a budget meeting on Monday, the 27th of July at 5:30.
So moved.
Someone a second? All in favor?
Aye.
I oppose, motion carried. Anything else under new business,
or even old business, unfinished business.
unfinished? Do you have anything on our unfinished?
I bring it up every month. What can we do about that school? What,
Call Mike Drummer.
yeah, I'm not, outstepping my authority to call him.
Nope.
Okay,
You can call him as a resident, you can call him as a council,
I hear you. That's one of the, you talk to different people. It's the first thing, one of the first things you hear about every time you have a conversation. Cause it's just
I
looking
hear it here a lot.
rundown and
Yep.
then the other one on Main Street is the other very popular.
With all that enthusiasm when he was here that night, I didn't think that would ever
Nope,
burn out. I thought it would, he had a plan, he has a plan, he has how many apartments and, it's just stalled and the property looks terrible and,
Yeah, in hindsight, I would have had Maple River tear that building down.
but was such a good building. I know it, but now,
Not ours and it's falling apart.
yeah,
Yeah, or you would have put a time frame on it, the
Yeah, because
action.
what's he out if he lets it go? Nothing?
well, I'll try to give him a ring,
I'll call him too, yeah.
yeah. And,
Fight a fire.
see what can be done,
yeah, I sent a letter and it went nowhere.
nothing,
Nope, nothing.
wow.
Tried to
Asking,
call too, didn't you?
yep, every time I call, I get, well, yeah, he doesn't have any updates. But they won't, but I can't talk to him. So then I sent a letter and I had Kennedy review it because I wanted to put some bullet points of timelines. And what we expected and it didn't go anywhere. So.
Okay, anything else, new business, are we gonna send out any letters about weeds? I mean, the weeds are really going crazy this year.
I have sent a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've had a couple residents come in with complaints about properties and I have addressed them.
Yeah, I see the one down across from the post office is looking much
Yeah,
better.
yep. That one is owned now by a real estate company is taking care of that one.
How did they get through that? That was,
They bagged it all.
wow,
They didn't bagged it.
Yep.
he would have to bring a sickle bar in there, yeah, with. Okay,
There was something else here, just had a thought. Oh, we're gonna have that other, and this isn't it, we're gonna do another cleanup this fall, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
you guys
asked-
talked about October,
Yeah.
That was asked to, yes. Forget about it.
and that was gonna be curbside.
Yep,
Oh,
LJP will do a curbside.
Yes.
curbside.
I think I'm pretty sure I've already got the date set too.
Did, okay.
Pretty sure when I talked to, what's her name?
I mean, there's a property
Yeah.
on Main Street now that's unoccupied, and now the weeds are all growing up through the cracks, growing up along the buildings, and I mean. Are we gonna allow that to look like that on Main Street, or what are we gonna do?
Well, like I said, residents come in and then I send out letters.
Yeah.
Council can't, we've changed our ordinance, so council can't do that. We see them, Eli will go out and look if we see them, or if we get a resident,
There was something
try to fit it
else.
in. We can.
Something else, Sue, did you have something else here? Just thought of it a minute ago, and boy, that didn't last long.
And how about old, building permits that are out there that there's been no activity?
They'll have to request a new one.
They expire.
But
They do expire, they can renew it once. Actually, our ordinance doesn't say how many times they can renew
we're
it.
gonna have to.
We've talked about that before. If council wants to do something like that, then we'll have to,
Them again.
we can change an ordinance.
Yeah, well, I think we should, because we're sitting here doing nothing, they're doing nothing. They're using that as a scapegoat to do nothing.
So we can
Bring another letter up to, hey, your property still is,
We could
Not
definitely go
compliant?
out and review the property. I mean, I can. But like I said, it can't come from council. It has to come from either myself or Eli or residents. Kellen, city employees, something like that. But
I'm just saying, that's been brought up in conversation. People ask, what's going on here? What's going on there?
tell them to contact me, because the best thing they can do is to call me, because then we can start the process. Or shoot me an email. I get emails about it. The last couple I dealt with were on email. So
Yeah, I've told them that to come and talk to you, but yeah,
I'm not really.
or either of you, yeah. But
Well, I can't think of what it was, so I guess, nothing else under, new or miscellaneous business, I think we can call her. Good evening, somebody make a motion to, close the meeting,
Make a motion to adjourn.
in a second,
I will second that.
all in favor? Aye, opposed, motion carried. Thanks, everybody.